Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, yo, we live, baby. We're live, baby. We're live, baby. No, we're not. Yo, what the hell is going on with this shit? Yo, yo, yo. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Is the bullshit happening? Is the bullshit happening? Is it happening? Is it happening? Is it happening? Is it happening? Are they being on that bullshit? I'm gonna put the phone down now. I'm putting the phone down now. Let's try to do this live. Yo, okay, I think we are good now. I think, I think, I think we may be good now. Yo, yo, what's good? It's your boy, the Ultimate Rage, coming back with yet another live. Sorry about the technical difficulties. For some reason, YouTube's just been crashing and crashing and crashing. So we're gonna try to do this live. Let me just put out the message to everybody in the Discord where you should be already. Give me a sec. Let me just let everybody know. Cause shit be tweaking. Shit be a tweaking. And I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't know what be going on. Sometimes I think, could it be a coinky dink? Or could it be something else? I don't know. I just be trying to do me. I just be doing me. Trying to figure out the world. Trying to figure out where the hell I am going, what we are doing as a society, trying to understand reality, trying to understand why things are the way that they are. Just letting everybody know YouTube be tweaking. What up, Maya? What up? What up? What up? Thank you for coming through. Thank you for showing love. Sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm late. I had to take care of a couple things. Plus YouTube was tweaking. Tweaking. It's shut down maybe 10 times right now. Wonder why that is. Wonder why that is. I wonder why it is. Maybe because we might be talking about some real amazing shit. Because we're in the no cap zone where we have a strict dress code. Knock it off with that cappity cap. Alright? Knock it off. The only cap allowed around these parts, girl and boys, girls and boys, and whatever the hell else you identify as. The only cap that's allowed around these parts are your thinking cap. So if you come around to the no cap zone, knock it off with the cap unless you're bringing your thinking cap. And bring an extra one for whoever else, just in case. Because we got a lot of nonsense going on around here, and I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. Sick of it. Sick of it. Can't understand it. I'm just trying to understand reality. I just want to understand what exactly we're trying to do. Anybody know? All I want to do is understand reality. I just want to understand what the hell this crazy world is, this crazy existence. Why do we exist? What is existence? Why are we here? Why are we here? How did we get here? And what the hell is it all? Is the universe all that there is, or is there more to it? I have no idea, so let's figure it out. But see, here's the thing. Got a lot of people out here that think they got it all figured out. They think they know everything. They think they got the answers. They ain't got the answers, Sway. They ain't got the answers. Y'all thought y'all had the answers, but every time I ask these fools basic ass, simple ass questions, I mean direct ass, easy questions, they ain't got nothing. What am I talking about? I'm talking about theism. Yeah, that's right. Theists and theism. The theists who think that they know, who think that they believe and want to believe. They think they have it. They think they got it. They ain't got nothing. They ain't got nothing. They never had it. You mean to tell me thousands upon thousands of years, for thousands of years, billions upon billions of people have made these assertions, made these claims that there exists some super duper uber being, the super mind, the super guy, the super girl, the super whatever they claim it to be. They got different versions, they got different various comic books, their superhero comic book, Final Fantasy, whatever the hell they claim it to be. They claim it exists somewhere. It does all these things, it says these things, it thinks these things, it commands people to do things, it inspires people to do things, it tells people to do things for whatever reason. And yet, every single time, I ask, where the hell is it? I can't get a straight answer from anybody. And even with that, can't get any demonstration of proof that what they are saying is correct. Just the other day when we were on TikTok, before I got, suspended yet again for 7 days, yet again for who knows what, I guess being pro-gay is hate or whatever. I don't know. Some guy or let me not assume they're gender because I don't know. Some person was trying to tell me, there's this thing called God, the Lord, the creator of all things. Yeah, God, G-O-D. I'm like, okay, cool. Where is it? Simple question. Where is it? I would like to know. That way I could perhaps maybe visit one day. I could go reach it. Maybe I could take a quick trip. Maybe I need to save up. I don't know the distance. So I want to get there in an instant. But if not, you get dismissed. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is this thing? Where is this thing? I never get an answer, ever. I never get a demonstration, ever. People try to deflect, they try to deny, they like to pretend something. So this person's like, oh, the Lord God, God is in heaven. Heaven, the wonderful, happy place. Oh, word, cool. Where's that? Every time I ask these people that question, it's like I just asked them to figure out quantum physics right now. It's like I asked them to freaking figure out the Drake equation or something. It's like I asked them to I don't know, pass a calculus class the second. To complete a high-level calculus exam right here, right now. And the only problem is these fools haven't even figured out 2 + 2 yet. How you gonna figure out derivatives and shit like that? Trigonometry. We can't even get 2 + 2 together yet. We can't even figure out the basics yet. We can't even get past the basics. Jesus Christ this and Jesus Christ that. The Lord told me, he said this, he said that, he told me this, he told me that. Oh, word, when you do that? He sent you a text message, gave you an email, gave you a phone call. Because I don't see nothing in the records. I don't see no. And why is it so difficult for these people to replicate the supposed data, these supposed claims? I'm trying to figure out what is people on. Why is it so hard? All I am asking is simple questions. If this thing is so real and so true, and we need to believe it, and we're supposed to worship it or whatever, where exactly is it right now? It's 2:35 p.m. Central Standard Time, September the 24th, 2024. Shout out to my cousin B. It's his birthday. I know where my cousin B is right now. But for some reason, despite billions of people who supposedly worship this thing, I can't get a clear answer as to where exactly it is. Where the hell is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? He, she, they, her, whatever pronoun it goes by. Where is it? 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 This is one of the reasons why I have such a major problem in this country of the United States of America. Because despite the fact that we were founded on supposedly secular values, everybody in the nation damn near wants to change that. They forgot that we have this thing right here. I don't know if you can read that. I know it's backwards. But it says Constitution, the Constitution of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God. Wait a minute. Wait, one nation under God? What the hell is this then? Oh, my bad. You can't read that. It's backwards. Let me get straight to it. Amendments to the Constitution. This is the first one. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I have reading problems, as you can see, my hands shake a little bit. But it looks like this is the first of all the amendments. And it says freedom of religion, speech, and the press. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. So why the fuck is the Pledge of Allegiance under God? A nation under God. Doesn't that violate this? So even our fucking goddamn slogans and shit. Bullshit. We already convoluted and complicated. We already confused about what the hell we want. From the get-go. So is it the Constitution, we shall have no law respecting an establishment of religion? Or are we one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for what the fuck? You just contradicted yourself, America. You got this thing called the First Amendment that says that we have the right of freedom from an establishment of religion, but then you turn around and in your Pledge of Allegiance, we're supposed to say it's under God. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, I say, I don't care. I don't care. I mean, because if there is a God, then, that's all that matters, right? So that begs the question, where the fuck is it? If we're a nation under God, where is this God thing that they talk about? How can we be a nation under God if you can't show me overhead somewhere up here where the hell it is? Where is it? 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 So this is the reason why I want to talk about justice. Justice in America in the 21st century. Justice. 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 We're such a just nation. We're so just. What the fuck does that mean? The hell does that mean? Justice. Well, let's look it up. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. What is justice? What is justice? The quality of being just, fairness, in the interest of justice. We should treat everyone the same. The principle of moral rightness, decency, conformity to moral rightness in action or attitude, righteousness, What the fuck is that? The hell is that? The hell is that? The quality of being just. Fairness. Fairness. Fairness, fairness, fairness. Fairness. Fair. Super weird. Super weird. Justice. Justice. In America. So, explain this. Explain this. Pew Research Center. Pew Research Center. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew. You know the pew pews? 6 Facts About Economic Inequality in the U.S. by Catherine Schaefer. This is dated February the 27th, 2020. Okay, AD. Rising economic inequality in the United States has become a central issue in the race for the Democratic presidential nomination. Not this year, not in 2024, when we had the debate between Kamala and Trump. They didn't talk about this shit at all. But I digress. Discussions about policy interventions that might help address it are likely to remain at the forefront in the 2020 general election. And it is not during the 2024 election right now. Isn't that funny? As these debates continue, here are some basic facts about how economic inequality has changed over time and how the U.S. compares globally. Globally. 1. Over the past 50 years, the highest earning 20% of U.S. households have steadily brought in a larger share of the country's total income. The highest earning 20% of families made more than half of all U.S. income in 2018. The share of the U.S. aggregate household income by income quintile. The quintile. All right? Check that. Know if you can see that. Yeah. They got all the money. All right, let's continue. So right here. Among the top 5% of households, those with incomes of at least $248,729 in 2018, their share of all U.S. income rose from 16% in 1968 to 23% in 2018. 2. Income inequality in the U.S. is the highest of all the G7 nations, according to data from the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. Look at that. U.S. has the highest level of income inequality among G7 countries. The Gini coefficient of gross income inequality latest year available. U.S. We're number one. Yeah, we got the most inequality ever. Woo-hoo! We number one. We the greatest country in the world. Isn't that amazing? Aren't y'all happy about that? We're number one. 3. The black-white income gap in the U.S. has persisted over time. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? They're just always better, huh? Wonder how that happened. Wonder how that happened. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know nothing. I just be making shit up. 4. Overall, 61% of Americans say there is too much economic inequality in the country today, but views differ by political party and household income level. Huh, would you look at that? Weird. Among Republicans and those who lean toward the GOP, 41% say there is too much inequality in the U.S. compared with 78% of Democrats and Democratic leaners, a Pew Research Center survey conducted in September 2019 found. So you mean to tell me 61% of Americans say there is too much income inequality, yet we can't figure out how we can get a handle on any of these issues. Oh, 78% of Democrats and Democratic leaners. 78% of Democrats. 78 of Democrats agree there's too much inequality. And yet, we have a Democrat regime in office right now. They've been in office for 4 years, and they have persistently failed to even talk about this shit, let alone do anything about it. Weird. Fucking weird. But let's continue, okay? Number 5. The wealth gap between America's richest and poorer families more than doubled from 1989 to 2016. The richest families are the only group to have gained wealth since the Great Recession. The percent change in median family wealth by wealth quintile for the top 5%. Look at that. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Yes, the richest keep on getting richer. The rich keep getting richer. Look at that. The richest of the rich, they above water. They doing good. They doing great. Everybody else fucked up. We fucked up, y'all. We fucked up. 6. Middle class incomes have grown at a slower rate than upper tier incomes over the past 5 decades. 5 decades. Huh. Weird. It's so strange how these things happen. I must be making all of this shit up because I don't be knowing what I'm talking about. You know how I do. I just be saying shit, making up charts and shit, fucking photoshopping shit. But you look at that. Income. Upper, middle, lower. Look at all that money. They just making all the money. Look at that. The upper income going up, the middle income going down, and the lower income just keeps getting lower and lower and lower. Weird. Really weird, guys. Really strange behavior. But you know, I don't be knowing what I'm talking about. I just be making shit up. Just make shit up. Y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I do. I just be making shit up. Oh shit. We got no cap zone. Fucking mirror. Oh shit. It's like we're watching ourselves, and so on. Just want to make sure y'all are still here because I ain't seeing no goddamn comments, but I digress. Yeah. Huh. Weird. Rich get richer. Middle class losing. And the lower class ain't getting shit. We stuck. It's only getting worse. I bet my bets. Appreciate that. You just keep getting worse. Oh, is that it? Oh, that's it. So, fact of the matter is, right? Justice. How can we be a just nation, right? We just looked up the definition of justice. Let me bring it back up. Bring it back up. Bring it back up. The quality of being just, fairness, just and fairness, the principle of moral rightness, decency, conformity to moral rightness in action or attitude, righteousness. How can we be a righteous nation, but then we have all of this inequality? In the inequality, let me go back down. I'm going down. Now I'm going up. How can we be just if upper income goes up, middle income goes down, and lower income goes down? Keeps going down, even though we've been around, even here in Chi-Town. Our whole world's up. Down. What the hell are we talking about? The hell are we talking about? The fuck are we talking about? Justice? How can we have justice if this is the state of society right now? Somebody explain to me. Explain to me. Explain to me. Okay, look. Let me explain it like you're 5, right? Justice means fairness, right? That means fair. Everything's fair. We're so fair, right? Everything is totally fair. Yet, what we see right here, maybe I'm blind. Maybe my eyes don't deceive me and I don't understand what I'm seeing, but maybe y'all can make it make sense to me. This line right here keeps going down, right? It's going down. I'm getting to that. We're just talking in aggregate right now. We're trying to frame the issue right now. Lower income going down, upper income going up, middle income going down. They're going down. They're going up. Okay? They're going up. And that's just the start of it. Okay? It's the start of it. So you're getting a little ahead of me. Because, just in terms of wealth, just in terms of the financial status of Americans right now, we don't see equality. We don't see fairness. We don't see fairness at all. In fact, we see higher unfairness more than ever. And this is from 4 years ago. It's from 4 years ago. So, I mean, Basically, we've become a hyper-capitalist society. So those with money get more money, and it creates a snowball effect of more money and more money. More money, more money, more money, more money. And that's just how it goes. You feel me? We have a state where the rest of all of us ain't got shit or ain't got anything much, whereas the ones who have keep getting more and 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 more, and it doesn't seem to stop anytime soon. Weird. All right, let's just get into it. All right. Yes, Marcellus Williams. Marcellus Williams. This is why we bring it up, because this is for today. All right? This is today. This is today. Hold on, let me mute myself. Let me unmute my sound. Weird. Fairness, huh? Damn, that's fucking whack as hell. Damn, that's brutal as hell. Weird. New DNA evidence discovered 7 years ago. Wait, what? Really? Really? Weird. 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 Wait, so the governor said, wait, there's new evidence in the case? I don't give a fuck! I don't give a fuck! No, we killing this N-word right now. We don't want to hear it. We don't care. Oh, there's new evidence that's been discovered that actually implicates that possibly somebody else might have committed the crime to begin with? Oh, well, why should we care about that? Why the fuck should we care about that? Why should we care that this dude might not have committed the crime? No, we have him on death row. He's been on death row this entire time. We ain't trying to hear no new evidence. We ain't trying to see anything. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. See no evil, hear no evil. See no evil, hear no evil. Weird. Weird, 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 weird. Now, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. I don't care who you are. I have made plenty of mistakes in my life. Many of which I'm ashamed of. And I still kick myself about them to this day. I remember when I was in first grade, there was this girl that I liked. She was super duper cute. She was so cute. I liked her. But she didn't like me. She liked him. And I got angry. I got very angry to the point where I attacked her. Not viciously, but I kept poking her with my pencil. The teacher kept moving her table, but I kept poking her anyway. I was very angry. To this day, I'm ashamed of that. And I was, what, 6? I'm about to be 38 in less than a month. And I still can't believe I did that. Can't believe I did that. If I saw this girl today, I would tell her right now, I am so fucking sorry for what I did in first grade. I am ashamed to this day as a grown-ass man for what I did as a wee little lad. But our government, our current system of government, the system of justice, the United States Department of Justice, the Supreme Court, the Missouri Supreme Court, the governor of the states of Missouri, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck at all. They don't care at all about shit. They said, oh, new evidence is the case. They don't give a fuck. 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 Oh, the dude's set to die, but he might not have committed the crime. So what? Who gives a fuck? We don't. We certainly don't. Now tell me. Tell me. Shit like this happens. This is one example. One out of a myriad examples over the course of few hundred years of what's called gross miscarriages of justice against humanity. The state has decided that despite new evidence, they're going to kill potentially an innocent man today. Literally today. Like today, September the 24th, 2024, AD. They're going to kill this man. And what the hell did he do? Wrong place, wrong time. Was accused. And now the state gets to say, you know what? We don't care about new evidence. The same state that has allowed the system of wealth inequality to continue to worsen. Oh yeah, let's pray. Let's pray for his soul. Let's pray for his soul. Or let's pray for his state. Let's pray for the state to stay his execution once again. God, please. Jesus, where you at? Because, you know, Jesus is all about the carriage of justice. He's all about ensuring that those that are guilty are always guilty. And those where, in cases like this, where they discover new evidence, nah. We're going to ensure that if he is innocent, we're going to make sure he gets found innocent. And that whoever actually the DNA belongs to, we can figure out who that is so that they can be brought to, you know, justice. That doesn't seem to be the case. That doesn't appear to be the case. Thank you. What up? You know where you're at. You're in the no cap zone where we have a strict dress code. You knock it off with that cap and shit. But apparently, we live in a nation where cap is the greatest thing in the world. Where people just love the cap. They can't wait to get the cap. They buy an extra cap. They got 20% off at Liz because they have to get the cappity cap. Such as our government. Our government, I guess, is sponsored by Lids. Our government is fucking just all about the cap all day. How can we see situations like this occur where people are put to death who are potentially innocent? And we've seen this shit happen countless times. Committed by our own government against our own citizens. I don't know about you, but to me, I can only speak for myself. But yes, that's literally what we're talking about. Marcellus Williams. This is from USA Today. This is what's happening in the USA Today. Marcellus Williams' Missouri execution to go forward despite the prosecutor's concerns. Weird. In fact, we learned in a earlier, I think yesterday we were talking about it. Even the family of the victim signed a petition to have this dude's execution stopped. And the state said, we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. That's our state. That's the United States. Well, it's not my state. You know, it's Missouri, but it's not Illinois. You know where I'm from. But that's why we're talking about it. That's why we're talking about it, Jay. That's why we're talking about it right now. They have DNA. In fact, let's just go through the article. Let's just go through the article. Because you know me, I just be making shit up. So it says here. St. Louis County Circuit Judge Bruce Hilton's Thursday ruling stemmed from an August 28th evidentiary hearing during which St. Louis County Prosecutor Attorney Wesley Bell presented a new DNA lab report showing the murder weapon had been mishandled during Williams' trial. Bell had filed a motion on new DNA testing conducted on murder weapon collected at the crime scene, which the prosecutor said conclusively excluded Williams as the person who killed Gale. So check it out. Hilton ruled that vacating the 2001 conviction was not warranted under Missouri law, according to court records. So blah 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 blah. What did Williams' attorney argue about the case? The crux of Williams' argument focused on DNA evidence that authorities recently determined was contaminated during the trial by two officials in the St. Louis Prosecuting Attorney's Office, a retired prosecutor and an investigator. During the evidentiary hearing late last month, prosecutor Keith Lerner admitted to handling the murder weapon 5 times before the trial without gloves, indicating Williams could be innocent. Although Bell moved to overturn Williams' murder conviction, State Attorney General Andrew Bailey argued it should stand. Court papers. Williams' DNA was not on the murder weapon. Earlier this year, it appeared Williams' conviction could be overturned when Bell, the prosecutor, filed a motion to vacate the condemned prisoner's sentence, citing testing determining that Williams' DNA was not on the murder weapon. That testing was not available when Williams was tried in 2001. New evidence significantly undermines confidence in the soundness of Mr. Williams' conviction, Bell wrote in the 86-page petition filed January 26. Mr. Williams may be innocent. Additional testing determined the murder weapon had been mishandled by the prosecutor's office. It would be impossible to identify the killer. Impossible. All right? So, blah, 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 blah. So, on August 21st, Bell's office and Williams' attorneys reached an agreement that Williams would enter a new no-contest plea to first-degree murder in exchange for life in prison sentence without parole. The victim's husband, Dr. Daniel Pikus, signed off on the plea. But on the same day Hilton accepted the plea, the state's attorney general intervened and filed a motion arguing that Williams' death sentence should still stand. The defense, Bailey said, created a false narrative of innocence in order to get a convicted murderer off of death row and fulfill their political ends. What? The Missouri Supreme Court then blocked an agreement to spare Williams' life. The mishandling destroyed his last and best chance to prove his innocence, Jonathan Potts, one of Williams' defense attorneys, told the judge during his closing argument at the August 28th evidentiary hearing. Weird. Very fucking weird. Now check it out. Bell, a Democrat, was thrust into the spotlight following the police fatal shooting of Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri 10 years ago. Oh man, I forgot all about that. Bell is now also a Democratic candidate for U.S. Congress after defeating incumbent U.S. Rep. Cori Bush in the primary race last month. Bailey, a Republican. We'll see about that. We'll see about that, Silk. Bailey, a Republican, has previously opposed wrongful conviction claims, most recently fighting an order by St. Louis Circuit Court judge to release a man whose murder conviction was overturned in July. But on July 30th, just over a week after the High Court intervened, Christopher Dunn, 52, was released from prison after over 30 years behind bars. Under a new Missouri law, Under a new Missouri law, prosecutors may challenge past convictions if they believe that a person was in prison for crimes they didn't commit. Since the law went into effect in 2021, only 2 other people have been released from custody after years in prison: Lamar Johnson and Kevin Strickland. So, blah, 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 blah. The findings prompted Bell to re-examine the case. What has Williams argued in his murder case? Gail's husband was cleared of the killing. Physical evidence at the scene, court documents show, never tied him to the crime. The case relied on testimony of 2 witnesses, including a jailhouse informant who testified in exchange for a reduced sentence, reported the Springfield News Leader, part of the USA Today network. The other witness was Williams' ex-girlfriend, a convicted felon with a history of drug abuse, who court records show led police to his trunk and found the victim's laptop a year after the crime took place. Not good. Not good. So, Williams, court documents go on to say, said his ex gave him the laptop because she wanted a $10,000 reward being offered to solve Gail's homicide case. Testing revealed Williams' DNA was never found on the knife found in Gail's neck. Damn. Bloody shoe prints. God damn it, this fucking goddamn shits. Bloody shoe prints were present near a knife sheath in the kitchen in the hallway leading to the front foyer and on the rug near Miss Gail's body. Bloody fingerprints were found along the wall, and hairs believed to belong to the perpetrator were collected from Miss Gail's t-shirt, her hands in the floor, Bell wrote in his motion to vacate Williams' sentence. None of this physical evidence tied Mr. Williams to Miss Gail's murder. If his lethal injection goes forward, Williams will become the 3rd inmate executed in Missouri this year. That shit is fucked up. Now, that's very unfortunate that he happened to be in possession of her laptop. Not good. Not good at all. But then, shouldn't the question be, how did he get his hands on the laptop? And they're saying that this chick gave it to him. How did she get that? Apparently. So then, how did she get in possession of the laptop? Shouldn't the, I don't know, law enforcement, Justice Department, or somebody be doing the work to try to get to the bottom of these things? And, like, try to, like, figure it all out before they kill this man, you know, just to ensure they tie up all these different loose ends. This is an article that was written today, 2 hours ago. This article. Now think, if we still have these questions right now concerning how these things happened and who did it, who done it, shouldn't we kind of like, I don't know, wait till we get to the bottom of it before we decide to, go along with an execution? Especially if it's possible that the person to be executed could be innocent. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about this for Tech Tuesday. Tech Tuesday, because the whole thing is we have new technologies, we have new ways of figuring things out. Yeah, they did. Yeah. Because, see, here's the thing, right? If he isn't guilty, if he's innocent, actually innocent, he and his family could sue for restitution for the years he spent in prison. They don't want that. They don't want that. They don't want to sully their reputation. They don't want to lose out on money that could be in their pockets. Hell no. Hell no. No, the state of Missouri has said this man is to die today, and damn it, that's what they intend to do. So, how can we, as people, have confidence in government when we see things like this happen all the time? And who knows how many innocent people have been put to death as a result of various situations, whether we're talking about corruption, you know what I'm saying? Whether we're talking about, incomplete evidence, innovations that could potentially exonerate people, the backlog of DNA data that has yet to be actually treated. You damn right. Because the whole thing is, what we know about the state is that it is corrupt. I just showed y'all the wealth inequality that's been on the rise all these years. So, by definition, just inherently it's unfair. No, I have not heard about Freddie Owens. I have not. Oh, this is recent too. Like, really recent. Like, a few days ago. So, check it out. Oh, another black man like myself. Weird. By the way, CNN, wait, hold on, let me take a look at that. CNN. Don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you can CNN the CNN. If you ain't CNN the CNN. CNN. South Carolina death row inmate dies by state's first injection in 13 years. By Ashley R. Williams of the CNN. 10 p.m. Eastern Time on September the 20th, 2024. All right? Check it out. This is the gentleman, Freddie Owens. So, South Carolina's death row inmate, Freddie Owens, died by lethal injection on Friday during the state's first execution in 13 years. Owens, 46, was sentenced to death in 1999 for killing a convenience store clerk, Irene Graves, during the robbery in Greenville, South Carolina, when he was 19 years old, allegedly. Owens was pronounced dead at 6:55 p.m. Eastern Time. State officials said at a news conference Friday evening. He made no final statement. South Carolina's Supreme Court declined on Thursday to halt his execution, and Governor Henry McMaster chose not to grant Owens the requested clemency. Owens' attorneys filed for a stay of execution with the Supreme Court of the United States on Friday, hours before his execution, court documents show, but the court denied the request. The inmate requested an emergency injunction in part because the violation of due process his attorney said occurred when South Carolina's Department of Corrections and Governor McMaster did not provide Owens with basic information about the lethal injection drugs and the execution team's qualifications, according to the emergency motion. The state-mandated death marks the state's first by lethal injection since it gained access into the medication required to perform the procedure following nearly a decade of lethal injection supply issues. Graves, a 41-year-old mother of 3 children, was working an overnight shift at a store in Greenville on November 1st, 1997, when she was shot and killed during a robbery, CNN affiliate WHNS reported. Owens was sentenced to death 2 years later after being convicted of murder, armed robbery, and criminal conspiracy, the Corrections Department said. Owens also confessed to killing a cellmate in 1999 while awaiting sentencing following his conviction, WHNS reported. Blah, 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 blah. He was put to death using pentobarbital. He filed a couple motions. He claimed he himself was not the gunman, but swears he knows the person's identity. He also previously confessed to 5 people, including 2 law enforcement officers and his girlfriend. I don't know. I'm not convinced by this one. Mike, what up? What up? What up? So, like, okay, here we go. He spent his adulthood in prison for a crime they did not commit. The legal errors, hidden deals, and false evidence that made tonight possible should shame us all. So, when are they going to get into that? Wait. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, did I miss something? Because, they only briefly touched on false evidence and all stuff. They didn't say exactly what it was. So maybe I gotta find another article about it or something. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is more like it. South, this is the Washington Post. Oh, they're hitting us with the paywall. 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 We gotta pay for information, folks. We gotta pay for the information. But a key witness recanted the testimony. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Our friend CBS News. CBS News. Hours before Freddie Owens' execution, a friend who testified against him. God damn it, get this fucking video out of my face. A friend who testified against him says he lied. Freddie was not there. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so check it out. Check it out. Now you can play the video, goddammit.
There is condemnation tonight both in the U.S. and around the world after the state of Alabama executed a man using nitrogen gas. It was the first time in history that the method was used, and witnesses said the inmate shook violently and appeared to suffer.
This ain't the same. This is some other shit. How about some other shit? That's Alabama. This is Carolina. My bad, y'all. Let's waste my time. Anywho, just hours before inmate Freddie Owens was scheduled to die by lethal injection in South Carolina, the friend whose testimony helped send Owens to prison is saying he lied to save himself from the death chamber. Owens was executed Friday evening at a Columbia prison for the killing of a Greenville convenience store clerk in 1997. It was South Carolina's first execution in 13 years. Owens' lawyers on Wednesday filed a sworn statement from the friend and co-defendant, Stephen Golden, late Wednesday to try to stop South Carolina from carrying out the execution. Some fucking friend. Great friend you had there, my guy. Excellent fucking work. Prosecutors reiterated that several other witnesses testified that Owens told them he pulled the trigger, and the state Supreme Court refused to stop Owens' execution last week after Golden, in a sworn statement, said that he had a secret deal with prosecutors that he about. Yeah, right. It's all the same shit. Motherfuckers be on that goofy, crazy shit. On Wednesday, Golden signed another sworn statement saying Robbins wasn't at the store when Irene Graves was killed during a robbery, but instead, he said he blamed Owens because he was high on the cocaine, and police put pressure on them by claiming they already knew the two were together and that Owens was talking. Golden also said he feared the real killer. The real killer. I thought the real shooter or his associates might kill to the police. I am still afraid of that, but Freddie was not there, Golden wrote in his statement, which does not name the other person. Weird. Golden testified at Owens' trial, saying prosecutors promised to consider his testimony in his favor, but he still faced the death penalty or life in prison. He was eventually sentenced to 28 years in prison after pleading guilty to a lesser charge of voluntary manslaughter, according to court records. I'm coming forward now because I know Freddie's execution date is September 20th, and I don't want Freddie to be executed for something he didn't do. This is weighed heavily on my mind, and I want to have a clear conscience. Well, no more of that. The prosecutors have said that Golden wasn't the only evidence linking Owens to the crime, since other friends testified that they, along with Owens, had planned to rob the store, and that those friends said Owens bragged to them about killing Graves. His former girlfriend also testified that he confessed to the killing. There was surveillance video in the store, but it didn't show the shooting clearly. Prosecutors never found the weapon used and didn't present any scientific evidence linking Owens to the killing at his trial, although after Owens' death sentence was overturned, prosecutors showed the man who killed the clerk was wearing a ski mask, while the other man inside for the robbery had a stocking mask. They also linked the ski mask to Owens. How did they do that? I don't know. Prosecutors argued last week that Owens' decision to change his story shouldn't be enough to stop the execution because Golden has now admitted to lying under oath, thereby showing that he cannot be trusted to tell the fucking truth because he's a fucking liar. So, blah, 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 blah. They signed a petition, more than 10,000 signatures. Blah, 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 blah. Owens' last ditch appeals were denied. He still died. Oh, the state added the firing squad option. Nice. 5 other inmates are also out of appeals. Blah, 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 blah. Some guy in Alabama. more death row inmates, and so forth and so on, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I was looking for. Because I'm like, wait, the other article, see, you see how CNN do, man? You see how CNN be doing, fam? They just like casually mention backroom deals and recant whatever. Just one little sentence that said, yeah, something, something. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. We go to CBS News, they got a whole article about just that thing. This is why you can't just read one article, folks. That's why. Let that be a lesson to you. See, this is why, you know, in school, when they have you, like, use multiple sources, that's why you use multiple sources. Because one source might not give you the full context. They might have misinformation. They might have wrong information. Or they might not have enough information. So, you gotta fucking cross-reference things so you can try to get the full picture. So you can get the full picture. Because from the other article, I would have came away being like, nah, he was guilty as hell, bro. This article makes me say, huh, weird. Very, very fucking weird. So, let that be a lesson to y'all. Exactly. And that was CNN, mind you. That was CNN. That wasn't just some random website. It wasn't just ABC.XYZ, some random bullshit. No, that was CNN. Like, you know, one of the largest media organizations ever. Yeah, like CNN. So, let that be a lesson to you. Can't fully trust CNN. But you should always be skeptical. You should always cross-reference data anyway. Anyway, even if you found a trusted source. But let that be a lesson to you, young kids. Watch who the fuck your friends are. That is probably the worst possible friend ever. Like, what the fuck? What kind of friend is like, he did it, she did it, and then the day you go to be executed, actually, no, she didn't do it. You know, it was weighing on my conscience. It was weighing on my conscience. And I just felt guilty. Too late. It's too late to apologize. It's too late. It's too late to apologize. It's too late. Yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Now, if you have somebody, part of the case, come by and say, actually, I was lying the whole fucking time. I'm a fucking liar. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm getting somebody innocent put on death row and sentenced to die because I'm a piece of shit and I don't want to die. I don't want to take responsibility. I don't want to take accountability for my shit. So I'm going to pick somebody else who might have had not even nothing to do with it. It wasn't even there. And the government says, we don't give a fuck. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. Somebody's gotta die. They must be Biggie fans. Somebody's got to die. Somebody gotta die. No, come on. We was planning this whole time. We was planning this whole time. We can't stop now. Ain't no stopping us now. We on the move to kill this dude. Yeah, weird. Now, here's the thing, right? We have all this technology. We have the ability to transfer data like this in real time. I didn't even know about this shit. I didn't know about none of this shit till y'all informed me about this shit. I was completely oblivious to all this shit. All this shit. Y'all, y'all who are here watching right now, literally y'all put me up on this shit. These are current events. This shit just happened. This shit is happening right now. Like, right now. Right fucking now. Now tell me this. If we, regular people, have the ability to trade this data, and I appreciate that, Jay. I fucking appreciate it. If we have the ability to trade data like this, and we can talk about it, we can say, hey, that's not nice. That's not nice. Bad government. Why can't they say, you know what? Let's chill out. Let's cool out. We got a fucking witness who's a fucking liar. Now we gotta go back and retry this motherfucker, bring him up on more charges for perjury, and try to get to the bottom of this fucking story. Dude, what the fuck happened, dude? Who is the other dude? The real killer. Who's that? Stop being a bitch and tell us what we need to know. Or you'll fry for this one, Johnson, or whatever the fuck his goofy ass name was. Clown. So, Golden, that's fucking name. The Code E. So the question is, if we have a government, right, they got access to all this information. I mean, all of it. In fact, they're probably privy to more information than we have, right? Because they got access to all the court documents, all the evidence involved in the case. If they have access to all this shit, and we don't, but yet we can see a fucking liar lying about fucking facts. What's wrong with our government that they can't take in this new information and use it to ensure that justice, actual literal justice, is being carried out? If there is somebody else who is literally the actual killer, why the fuck are they not pushing to find out who that is? If this clown was lying, then why, A, aren't they going out there to find out who the real killer is? Well, why aren't they pushing this clown to tell them who the real killer is? Oh, you're afraid of that dude? You should be afraid of us. We're the Justice Department. We'll put you to death right now. In fact, we'll put you to death if you don't tell us who the real killer is. And we need actual evidence. You can't just keep trying to fucking accuse people. Matter of fact, we sure you ain't the killer? Because all of a sudden it's this dude, but now all of a sudden it's some other dude. How we know it just wasn't your bitch ass, nigga? How we know it wasn't just you? Tell us the truth, Owens! Tell us the truth now! Instead, our government's like, no, we were planning this fucking killing this whole time. We got the drinks, we got the fucking substances. We was about to party up in here. You can't stop it now. We're hours away. Hours away. We can't stop it now. So then, that begs the question. Why should we, the people, the proletariat, why should we trust this government? How can we have faith, or should I say confidence, in our justice system when we see shit like this happen all the time? This is back to back, both of these cases. Both of these. Just within a few days of each other. Why is it that we can have this access to this information and yet the government can say, you know what, we don't care? This is a small microcosm of the global issue that we have as Americans, as people. That despite new information, people can just reject it. It just so happens that some of those people are in positions of power, are in positions of decision making, are in positions of wealth, have positions in media, and they can control whether or not this information gets out. They can control what's being done with this information. They can choose to dismiss this information. Even if they report on it, they don't have to talk about it. See, this is what I was talking about when we were talking about the Nevada caucus, and then I was talking about Wendell Pierce. See, here's how media works. There are stories that they won't cover. They'll cover a lot of different stories, but they pick and choose the stories that they're going to focus on and give a lot of time and effort into. So when we were talking about that Nevada caucus, they kept talking about Bernie supporters throwing chairs, Bernie supporters throwing chairs, Bernie supporters throwing chairs. But the Wendell Pierce story, they kind of swept down the rock. They talked about it a little bit, a hot second when it happened, because Wendell Pierce is a prominent person. But, you know, it was during an election year. It was a hotly debated topic. It makes Democrats look bad that one of their representatives would commit such a heinous act, right? Because if they're trying to push the idea that they love women, they can't have a story out there being totally, like, focused on about one of their own assaulting a woman. They can't have that. They can't have that. That's what they call framing the issue. We frame a certain issue. That's why you got to focus on the details, because media loves to take the truth but present it in a way that's what's the word I'm looking for? That's not necessarily fully encompassing of everything that's happening, right? You can take a headline, and the way you present it can determine how it makes you look. You see what I'm saying? You know how they say men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie? Yes, numbers can lie. You can take a number and you can present it in different ways. You can make it look like it's a good thing. You can make it look like it's a bad thing. It's very easy to convince, to manipulate people with numbers. Yeah, that was the story. She was stabbed 42 times. I mean, we don't know who it was. It could be an ex-boyfriend. It could be a serial killer. You know what I'm saying? It could. Who knows? Numbers do lie. Numbers do lie. They do lie. They do lie. Perfect example. Bots. People can get bots to inflate their numbers. So even though somebody might have 100,000 followers, 98,000 of them could be bots. We see it happen all the time. I get emails all the time. I get messages all the time. Hey, you want to boost your followers? You want to gain 10,000 followers right now? Why don't you use my services and you can get 10,000 new followers right this second? Yeah, that would be a lie, fam. That's a lie. That would be a lie. Numbers do lie. I am a mathematician, okay? I was on the math team. Think I know a thing or two about numbers. Not gonna sit here and say I'm a super genius or anything. Numbers can be used to manipulate people, and they do. I told you. As an example, during the 2016 election, super delegates don't vote until the Democratic National Convention. But all through the primaries, they were being counted. The super delegates who support Hillary, they were being framed as, oh, all these super delegates are behind Hillary. How do you know that? They could all literally not vote for Hillary. All of them. They could, whatever reason, her husband Bill could be like, you know what? Fuck Hillary. She fucking wouldn't suck my dick last night. I had to hit up fucking Monica again. Whatever. I'm not even gonna argue with you about that, because now I swear you be on some troll shit sometimes. Sometimes you be on some troll shit. I swear to God, you be pissing me off with that shit. Whatever, whatever. I'm not even gonna argue with you. The fact of the matter is, people are manipulated by numbers. Somebody sees, oh, somebody has 10,000 followers. That must mean something. Doesn't necessarily mean shit. We see people all the time. They got 10,000 followers, but only 2 people be checking on their shit. How you got 10,000 followers, but you only got 2 people that like your fucking post? How is that? How is that? That's a horrible ratio, fam. And now look at all your followers. All of them got names that don't even make sense. All of them got links to XXYZ.com. All of them. Weird. That's beside the point, though. The fact of the matter is that information gets framed in such a way where they manipulate how people think about things. That's what media does all the time. They do it all the time. People in major media, people on social media, they frame issues in a way to convince you to think a certain way. That's what's up, Mike. That's what's up. Yeah, I got suspended on TikTok, so fuck them. But see, that's the thing. That happens all the time. All the time. I be looking. That's why I say all the time. There be baddies. 100K plus followers. But their numbers on their lives aren't the greatest. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. That's the way the cookie crumbles. There's a lot of bots on social media all over the place. We've seen politicians inflate their numbers on social media. We see politicians lie about things that they supposedly accomplished. We see politicians commit fraud on a constant basis. In fact, here in Chicago, I forget what it was, an alderman or somebody just went to prison, is going to prison for bribery or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I talk about how we here in Illinois, we passed SJR 42 10 years ago, which aims to remove the influence of money on our political system. One of the guys, I think he's a senator. Matter of fact, no, he's not a senator. Hold up, what's his name? I mean, I know his name, but what's his position? Check it out. No, I'm gonna bring up another website, but fuck it, I'll show it. Here's the headline. CNN. Former Illinois House Speaker indicted on racketeering and bribery charges. Michael Madigan. Michael Madigan, the former Speaker of the Illinois House of Representatives, was indicted by a grand jury Wednesday on 22 federal charges related to racketeering, bribery, attempted extortion. You never heard much about crime in Chicago. That's a goddamn lie. I know you joking with that shit. Ha ha ha, you're funny, Mike. Yeah, crime never happens in Chicago, ever. We're such a peaceful fucking town. When you come through Chicago, all you need is just, just bring your fucking, your AK-47 and your AR-15. Make sure that you got the Glock with the switch, and that you got your laser beams, and that you have your fucking silencer attachments. Make sure that you bring extra ammo. Make sure you got the banana clip on you. That's all. That's all you need. That's all you need. That's all you need. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, everything is perfect and hunky dory here in Chicago. Everything is totally swell. We would never, ever have lawmakers ever violate their own laws. That would never happen. Never. Not in America. Not in America. We would never have lawmakers violate laws ever. Doesn't happen. Doesn't happen, folks. Never, ever happens. Politicians are perfect. Politicians are wonderful and so peaceful, and they never make mistakes. They know everything. They've been doing such a swell job. They've been doing such a swell job. They've been doing such a swell fucking job. Such a swell job. So great, in fact, that, oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Let's see if we can zoom in. Oh, 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 whoa, 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 whoa. Would you look at that? The rich getting richer and everybody else getting poorer. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. Aren't politicians great? Aren't the Democrats and the Republicans doing such a perfect fucking job? Aren't they doing such a beautifully amazing job? Yeah, shit like this never ever happens. Never fucking happens ever. Never. Nope. Nah. Politicians never make mistakes. They never make mistakes ever. They never violate laws. You know what I mean? Like, they get in the office, they always have America's best interests at heart. They always have America's best interests at heart. All the time. All the time. Hold on, let me see if I can find this news story. Ah, yes, yes. Here we go. Here we go. I just briefly saw it yesterday because my mom was watching the news. Check this out. Look, it's our friends at CBS News again. CBS News. This is the type of BS news I see. Former Chicago Alderman Ed these fucking videos. Stop playing these videos. Oh, well, I guess this one actually has to do with this topic. Here. Let's check it out. Let's start from the top. Start from the top, y'all. Go to the damn beginning and stop playing fucking games.
From the longest-serving alderman in Chicago history to a federal inmate, Ed Burke reported to prison today. He will serve his sentence for racketeering and bribery in Western Illinois.
Ah, wonderful.
Investigating, looking into how he might spend his sentence and others who've done similar time. Jermon?
Ed Burke spends the first of 730 nights in federal prison. Now, he was once one of the most powerful Chicago aldermen, and tonight he's just one of 2,000 at that federal facility. Yet another alderman who has unfortunately taken that fall from grace.
Yet another.
When the feds raided Ed Burke's office at City Hall in 2018, it was the first time publicly we knew Chicago's longest-serving alderman was under investigation. 5 years later, Burke left the Dirksen Federal Building a guilty man. A jury convicted him of racketeering and bribery. And today, he's listed as a federal inmate number 53698-424. The disgraced alderman will serve his 2-year prison sentence at the Thompson Federal Prison in Western Illinois, where, according to the prison handbook, he will wake up at 6 a.m. daily and be forced to make his own bed neatly.
For him, it's a 180-degree turnabout from being high and mighty to being listening to orders of other people.
And experts say it started the moment Burke stepped foot into the federal encampment.
The reality is that some gangsters they're scared when they go to prison, as well as a white-collar criminal.
John Doc Fuller consults new convicts on what to expect on the inside, although he has not worked with Burke.
He knows a lot of people. Bribery, corruption in Chicago is nothing new.
He's right. Burke is the latest, but definitely not the first in Chicago to face
Really?
prison time.
Don't say.
30 city council members have all been tied to corruption cases since the early 1970s. In 2013, Sandy Jackson pled guilty to filing false tax returns in connection to her then-husband, Jesse Jackson Jr.'s scheme.
Oh.
She served 11 months.
Ah.
That same year, a federal jury found former alderman and Cook County Commissioner William Beavers guilty of tax evasion.
Wow.
He tried to report campaign money as income. He used the cash to gamble. He served 6
Nice.
months.
Nice.
10th Ward Alderman Ed Verdoliak was convicted twice. In
What?
2011, he served 10 months for a real estate kickback scheme.
Nice.
In 2020, he was sentenced to 18 months for another scheme, but didn't report to prison until a year later due to his health.
Woo-hoo, that's my guy right
Burke
there.
serves that full 2 years. He'll be 82 when he is released, but with good behavior, he could get out as early as May 2026.
Yes.
Tonight, Jermont Terry, CBS News, Chicago.
Yes. Oh yeah, that justice system, y'all. Y'all got to love it. Y'all got to love it. Yeah, but nothing to see here, folks. You know what I'm saying? Just perfectly wonderful American citizens who are doing their jobs, doing such a wonderful job. Could never, ever do any wrong. You know what I'm saying? Could never, ever, ever, ever do any wrong. Never. Never. These things never happen in real life. Yeah. Our legal system is perfect. Everybody in it is perfect. Everybody is totally schmotally doing everything above board. They're doing right. They never do any wrong. Therefore, they are the best. They are the best and the brightest and the most wonderful lawmakers of all time. This never happens anywhere else, of course. This only happens here in Chicago because, we're so corrupt, and everywhere else in America is totally perfect and hunky-dory. Bribery never happens anywhere. Never, ever, never, ever. Never, ever, never, ever. Never, ever, never, ever. Never, ever. Everybody else is just totally chill. Totally chill. Doing the best they can to make America the greatest nation in the world. Doing everything possible. Wait, what? The Supreme Court overturns the conviction in Bob McDonald corruption case. Oh, look, it's our friends at CBS News once again. What the hell are they talking about? What is this? The Supreme Court unanimously decided Monday to overturn former Virginia Governor Bob McDonald's bribery conviction in his own federal corruption case. In a victory for McDonald, the High Court vacated and remanded the Fourth Circuit's decision upholding his conviction. And it also vacated jury instructions and is requiring a retrial in McDonald's case. Prosecutors must decide whether to seek a retrial in the case. And this decision comes after the High Court had seemed likely to overturn McDonald's corruption conviction after the 8 justices heard arguments in the case in April. Justices on both sides of the ideological spectrum had expressed skepticism about the rationale behind the conviction, cautioning that the case presented a potentially slippery slope for criminalizing politicians' behavior when it comes to exerting political influence for supporters. Oh no. McDonald was found guilty on 11 different counts of conspiracy back in 2014 after he and his wife Maureen accepted more than $100 $165,000 in gifts and loans from Johnny Williams, CEO of the dietary supplement company Star Scientific. And in turn, the McDonald's promoted Williams' vitamin supplement Antablock. Weird. Anatablock. Let me get the name right. Anatablock. But McDonald consistently rejected the accusation that he gave Williams and his company any special treatment in exchange for the money, saying that he had only made introductions to people on his behalf. Several of the justices have said that McDonald's actions were merely an example of politics as usual, that politicians have always helped out supporters and constituents by reaching out to government officials on their behalf, setting up meetings, or putting in a good word. In early 2015, the former Virginia governor was sentenced to 24 months in a minimum security prison, while his wife received a year and a day, but both were allowed to remain free on bond while awaiting their appeals. During the arguments, the Chief of Justice, John Roberts, had also mentioned a brief filed by Republican and Democrat White House counsels. Let me repeat that again for the folks in the back. I say during the arguments, Chief Justice John Roberts, the Chief of the Justice John Roberts, had also mentioned a brief filed by Republican and I said not just the Republicans, not just, justice, not just, can I get a name in that not just Republican, but also the Democratic White House counsels were going back several administrations. All of whom said the government had gone too far, going too damn far in the McDonald case. They said, hell no, you can't convict my boy Bob McDonald. He ain't do nothing wrong. This is just par for the course. It's just business as usual, folks. It's business as usual. You can't convict them all because this is what we all do. We all take money, and it just so happens that we end up doing things that just so happen to benefit them. It's just the way the business works in government, y'all. That's the way it works. Why are you mad? The Democrats and the Republicans. They ain't. Oh, and then they want to get mad at me. They act like I'm the terrible person when I say both sides, because even they say both sides. So who the hell? This is CBS News. I ain't write the article. I'm just telling you. Matter of fact, who wrote the article? What does it say right here? CBS News' Rebecca Shabbat, Emily Schultheus, and Jan Crawford contributed to this report. But nah, I just made them up. They're not real people. I just photoshopped all of this, and I just made it up. I just fucking fabricated all this data. I just came up with it, just pulled it out my ass, and just made up names. Yeah. Weird that both the Democrats and the Republicans, both of them was like, hold on now. Y'all went too far convicting my boy Bob McDonald. He ain't did nothing wrong. What? Somebody gave him $168,000. Wait, let me get the number right, because I don't want to lie about the number. $165,000. 165. Look, I didn't make it up. It says right here, $165,000 in gifts and loans from Johnny Williams. $165,000. Yeah, justice. So, let's just recap a little briefly, right? We got wealth inequality on the rise. Rising. We got Supreme Court says, hey, totally fine if you give politicians money and gifts. It's totally cool. As long as you don't show what's called quid pro quo, as in, I give you gift so that you can do me this solid. No. As long as you can't demonstrate that, it's totally cool. Just so happens you bought fucking Mayor so-and-so a new watch. You gave Governor so-and-so a new car. You gave Representative such and such a new fucking diamond encrusted chain. Iced out. And it just so happens that later on they vote yay on the bill that would help you out. Or they support your product, they market your product. As long as you don't have a voicemail, a text message, an email that says, I am giving you this chain so that you can vote yes on SB 1245. Totally fine. And it's not just those evil, terrible Republicans. It's not just the evil, horrible, 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 horrible Republicans. You know, the ones that really don't care about democracy. The ones who are a threat to our... Yeah, those Republicans. Yeah, apparently so do Democrats. Yeah, apparently the Democrats were like, no, we can't allow politics. This is going to create a slippery slope. Because then, if you say that he is guilty, you might have to say that they're all guilty. Maybe, just maybe, they all are guilty. Maybe, just maybe, they might all be guilty. Maybe that's how we became a hyper-capitalist, plutocratic, oligarchical, conquistocratic, kleptocratic, drautocratic, theocratic, techno-feudalist corporatocracy. Because shit like this. I've showed you this before. Don't have no problem showing y'all this again. Because I love showing y'all the truth. I love I love. I love it. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. Check this out. Check it out. My bad. Uh-oh. It's doing it again. Shit's tweaking. It was doing this earlier. Just keeps crashing and crashing and crashing and crashing and crashing. This is like the 13th, 14th time that it crashed. My bad. Yeah, it was doing this all day. I almost said fuck it earlier. YouTube is crashing free. Look. It says it right here. Keep your phone running smoothly. YouTube is crashing frequently. Put it in deep sleep to keep your phone running smoothly. Yeah, so I don't know what the fuck is going on. Weird, right? Weird. Yeah. YouTube is crashing frequently. That's what it said. Do I have to show you again? It said, look. This is from my phone. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yes, it's an Android thing. This is what it says. YouTube is crashing frequently. Damn, there must be a delay on this shit. Weird. 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 All of a sudden, we're talking about government corruption and shit want to start fucking up. Weird. 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 I don't know. Maybe it's just on me. Maybe it's just my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like my wonderful, terrible phone. Even though it's the best phone I ever had, don't really have any issues. But I don't know. I don't know. Just so happens we're talking about government corruption and weird things start happening. Weird. Weird. Civic and election integrity, folks. Yeah. Yeah. You gotta start small, fam. You gotta start small. But I hear that they're getting cheaper these days. I hear you don't even need that much to pay them off. But weird how these things happen. Crazy. I start showing y'all stuff about corruption from both sides of the aisle. According to, look, I didn't write the article. CBS News wrote the article. I'm just showing y'all. So I don't know if y'all know. I've showed y'all before, but just in case you weren't there that day, I'm showing you again. Because, you know, I like my viewers, I like my friends and my family and everybody who watches to be well informed about what I'm talking about. So check this out. Check this out. Check this out. This is the wonderfully perfect and amazing Elizabeth Warren. Totally perfect. Totally perfect. Never makes mistakes. Totally cares about the state of American society. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. We're not going to watch this whole video. We're just going to watch the first maybe 30 seconds.
It does seem as though one of the things when you talk about how the rich are being taken care of, money is obviously playing a huge role in politics. And I feel as though the Democratic Party also has to answer for the large amounts of corporate money they've taken over the years. You don't take corporate PAC money, but do you think that the Democratic Party has to take a stronger stand against taking corporate money, or is that just the price of doing business?
So look, I've been worried for a very long time about the impact of money in Washington. You know, money just doesn't talk in Washington. It shouts, it screams, it commands. But let's never lose sight of the fact that the Trump administration is the most corrupt administration in our lifetime. We can't forget it. And
all right, that's all we need to see. Yeah, you see that? You see that? Yeah. The wonderful Elizabeth Warren, folks. Amazing. You know what? She should be queen of the dodgeball team, the way that she totally deflected that question. Didn't answer the question at all. Like, at all. And then what does she do? Deflect to Trump. Trump is so corrupt and terrible and horrible. He's the most corrupt ever. Didn't ask you that. Didn't ask you that. We said, should Democrats take responsibility for their fucking role in helping to corrupt shit? Should they take responsibility? And basically she said, but Trump, look at Trump. And then of course everybody in the audience, woo! You go, girl. You go, girl. You go, girl. Even though I just showed y'all Democrats in prison right now. Or going to prison right now. Democrats. You know, for taking money, you know, for actual literal corruption and shit. So I guess her answer was no. I guess that's her answer. No, they should not take responsibility for their role in the money that the role of money in politics is played, that they have played in money and creeping into our political system. No, she feels no. In oh so many words and no words. Basically bullshit. Blah, 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 blah. Trumpity, Trump. So, but Trump is her saying no. Let's cut through the fucking bullshit. Even the greatest, most liberal left-wing fucking Democrats, they're still loyal to the Democrats at the end of the day. Their loyalty is not to, the American people. No, they don't care about democracy. If they did, she would have said yes, right? What, isn't that what somebody who cares about the state of democracy would say? Isn't that what they would say? Yes. Yes, the Democrats should take responsibility for their role that money has played in our political system. But instead of saying yes, just, a simple yes. What's so hard about saying yes? Yes, they should. Yes. What's wrong with that? But instead, she says, but Trump! Some ideas on how to fix things. Say if I already had a large following. How to fix things? Well, first it starts with having a large following. that by itself. That right there is the solution right there. That right there, having the large following. That's the solution. Having the large following. Because by having the large following, we can put pressure on fools like this and fools like them and her, him, they, their. All these fuckers who are in the office. We could use the leverage of, having a large audience to put these fucks to the task. Isn't it funny how the DNC parades around these celebrities, how the RNC parades around these celebrities, people with hugely, hugely huge, large followings who, instead of taking these fools to task, play buddy-buddy with these fools and hang around them. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, what's this fool's name? Killer Mike can just hang out with politicians all day and be like, hey, me and Bernie were just kicking it and hanging out. He can talk all day about all this shit, right? But I don't see him talking about this shit. Those of you who know me know that I have helped pass legislation to directly address this very issue. SJR 42 in the Illinois legislature, which calls for Article 5 Convention of the States to amend the Constitution to remove the influence of money on politics. Now, I have volunteered for an organization called Wolfpack, which is aiming to do exactly that. It requires upwards of like 26 states to pass such similar legislation, and with more and more people who are aware and informed of how we could go about doing these things by canvassing neighborhoods, by phone banking, by lobbying politicians, by meeting up with them, such as I have. We could actually have a direct influence on policy. Let me show you. Check it out. Check it out. Give me a second. Oh my God. This computer be slow as fuck sometimes. Give me a second. All this shit is supposed to be already synced to the cloud. This should be so frustrating. So, check it out. So, This is me holding the camera. Me with other volunteers. WL, Diesel, Big Mike, and one of the politicians there in Missouri. This is in Missouri, by the way. This is in Missouri. We were in Missouri at the state capitol. The state capitol of Missouri. We're all there kicking it, meeting with politicians, trying to get them to fucking do certain things, okay? At the state capitol. All right? So check like this photo right here. We're on the floor. There. Watching politics happening. We were there. You know what I'm saying? We're doing photo ops with fucking politicians and shit. Yeah. We don't need to edit with AI. Shut up, Microsoft. Why would you cover my beautiful fucking face like that? You know what I'm saying? This is the type of shit that we as people need to be doing a lot more of. Alright? Voting is cool. Every 2 to 4 years, going to the booth is cool. I know. They don't realize. They don't know me. They think I just be talking. That's why when people try to talk shit and troll me, what do you think you're doing? You ain't doing nothing. What do you have to do? Well. I've probably done more than half of you will ever do ever in your fucking life. Which doesn't have to continue to be the case. Because we could all do something. The only problem is motherfuckers don't be wanting to do shit. They don't want to do shit. They don't want to learn shit. They don't want to get involved in the process. They don't want to participate. All they want to do is cry and cry and cry. They want to perpetuate the issue by not doing anything. They want to act like, oh, it's so hard. It's so hard. Oh, no, we can't do anything. We can't do anything. We gotta get money out of politics, but we can't do anything. The rich, they're just so strong, and we're just so weak, and we can't do anything. You know, guys, know what we should do? We should totally, tax the rich guys. Yeah, we should totally do it. It's funny. Everybody always got something to say, but when it comes down to the doing of the thing, they don't be doing shit. They don't want to do shit. They don't want to. It's hard. It's hard. Picking up the phone and calling your state rep, totally so hard. It's just so hard to say, hey, state rep, I don't like that. Y'all should not do. No, it's too hard. It's too fucking hard. It's too hard. Nobody wants to do nothing. Nobody wants to do anything. People want to pretend like actually affecting our government is so hard. Yet we have all this technology, have all this capability, we have the ability to interact and talk and discuss matters. And yet, when push comes to shove, nobody wants to do shit. They don't want to do the shit. That's the problem. They'll do it if somebody says, hey, I'll pay you. And even then, motherfuckers still won't do the shit. Because motherfuckers are full of shit. Of course it's over with. Come on, fam. Dude, Dude, our system, this is why we're talking about all this shit. Our system of government, our quote unquote justice system, is a piece of shit. Always has been since its inception. That despite the fact that we have this thing called the Constitution, that in its inception, they didn't care about us. They had to make multiple amendments afterward. The 13th Amendment. Oh, I know y'all can't read that. It's backwards. God damn it. The 13th Amendment. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States. That's the 13th Amendment. The 13th. So, I mean, yeah, he's fucked. R.I.P. 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 Yeah, they're done for. That's the point of talking about our justice system. That's the point of talking about the corruption. That's the point of talking about the fact that these fucks don't know what the hell they're doing. And not only that, but they help to enrich themselves and each other to make it impossible for us to do anything about it. And because people are so loyal to both parties, we can't have real conversations about how to get a handle on these things because each party blames the other. Members of each party are doing everything possible to escape responsibility and accountability, and every time you bring this shit up, the stream starts getting weird. The stream starts getting weird. Warning, 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 warning. You have been flagged for civic and electoral integrity. Continued violations will see you getting shut down and suspended, such as I have been. Such as I now am on TikTok, suspended because I had the nerve to tell people the truth. Yeah. Yeah. We've seen this shit happen all this time. It will continue to happen, and life goes on because our justice system is garbage. Even with all this new technology, even with DNA evidence, even with new information, even with recanting of statements, recanting of witness testimonies, it doesn't matter. If the state decides they're going to kill you, you're fucking dead. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. Your mama dead. Your sister dead. Everybody dead. We decide, we the state, we can do what the hell we want. Look over there, it's Trump. Oh no, isn't he so terrible? Wait, Democrats are in office. Weird, 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 weird. Where's the president? Where's the president, the vice president? Isn't the vice president all about legal and justice? And isn't the fucking president fucking lawyerly and all? Let's get real. These motherfuckers don't give a fuck. They never gave a fuck. They only care about themselves, which is why Democrats and Republicans, yes, Democrats and, I don't take my word for it. That's what CBS News said. CBS News said the Supreme Court on both sides said corruption is cool. Bribery is cool. As long as you don't show quid pro quo, it's totally fine to give politicians lavish gifts. Lavish and lavish and lavish gifts. Totally fine. They don't want to create a slippery slope. They don't want to create a slippery slope. Because those poor politicians, they said on both sides. I didn't say it. They said it. They said it. Okay? I didn't say it. They said it. On CBS News. CBS News said, Chief Justice Roberts had also mentioned a brief filed by Republican and Democratic White House counsels, all of whom said the government had gone too far in the McDonald case. Both. They said it. Both said it. So, the fact of the matter is that they have failed us. They have failed us. They have failed us. They have failed us. They will continue to fail us. They have no problem demonstrating not only a willingness to fail us, but a constant ability to unalive innocent people. Now, I was watching stuff about serial killers yesterday. And there's this one prominent serial killer. I want to say it was the Richard of the Ramirez. Lovingly nicknamed the Night Stalker. He said something very profound. He said that the government does on a mass scale what serial killers do on a smaller scale. Think about that. Think about that. The government does what serial killers do, just on a much larger scale. Which means what? How do we feel about serial killers? Aren't they some of the most evil, terrible people in the world for the horrible things that they do? So if these fools are the lawmakers, but they're doing the same thing that serial killers do, but on a larger scale, what does that say about our government? What does that say about our government? Our government, the United States of American justice system. What does that say? What does that say? What does that say? I don't know. Maybe I'm, maybe my brain is kooky or something. To me, it symbolizes that we are a nation run by serial fucking killers. We are serial killers. And I find it strange, right? Because as many of you know, I'm a Jill Stein supporter. Yeah. I am going to vote for the Jill of the Stein of the Green Party. All these people want to talk about, oh, she wouldn't say Vladimir Putin a war criminal. She won't say it 72 times. He a war criminal. What about us? What about this? What about fucking Marcellus Williams? What about the other guy we were just talking about? What about them? What about the countless others throughout history who have endured the same shit? Many of whom we don't even know about. What about American slavery, Jim Crow, women's suffrage, Trail of Tears, Tuskegee experiments, Tulsa massacre, fucking, we could go down a gigantic list of horrible atrocities. COINTELPRO, MK Ultra, Gulf of Tonkin. We could just list, we could just rattle off things. NSA prison program, Pentagon Papers, fucking Panama Papers. Evidence of the government committing crimes. Our government, the United States government, various agencies, various intelligence agencies, various members of Congress, both sides of the aisle, guilty, committing crimes against humanity. Crimes against humanity. Crimes against our own humans. Crimes against fellow Americans, my fellow Americans. Where are the people admitting to that? People want to badger Jill Stein to just say that Putin is a war criminal. Okay, cool. What about Obama? What about Trump? What about fucking Biden? What about Clinton? What about Bush? What about all these fucks that have been in office all this time? What about, people like, I don't know, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, who owned people, this property? What about them? About them. Oh, well, because fucking Thomas Jefferson wrote a letter one time expressing his sympathy, expressing his agony at owning slaves. Oh no, it's so terrible that I own slaves. It's so terrible. If only I could do something about slavery. It's not like I'm a founding father of a nation writing a constitution that could say, hey, slavery's wrong. No, I have no power whatsoever. Fuck out of here with that shit. Miss me with that garbage. I ain't trying to hear none of it. At all. So, the fact of the matter is this. Just to sum it up for you. Just to sum it up. Right? We have a government that has a history. Corruption. Bullshit. Crimes against humanity. That to this day continues to do these things, even with newly available data, even when this information is made publicly available, even when there are discoveries made in a case that could signal somebody's potential innocence in a murder case, our government or members of our government say we don't give a fuck. Kill that fucking innocent person. Kill that potentially innocent person anyway. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. So, I don't get it. How these fools want our respect. They constantly want our votes, but they don't want to do things on our behalf that help us. The mainstream media has done a piss poor job to inform citizens of all these goings on that have been happening for all this time because they're owned by private companies, private interests who have a vested interest to ensure these things don't get talked about, which is why these things weren't talked about at the presidential debates. Right? As I show y'all all the time, we keep falling on the global peace index. And every time I try to talk about this shit, weird things start happening. Weird things start happening. The feed wants to start fucking up. We get suspended on fucking social media, particularly TikTok. And it leads to the paradox of progress. Everybody wants to feel like we're progressing somehow. They think that if you just vote blue no matter who, or vote red until you're dead, that somehow, magically, something is going to lead to better shit. Even though we have decades upon decades of evidence that such is not the case. We see the income inequality widening on a constant basis. And we don't have a clear-cut vision for where we're going to go other than just more and more inequality, more and more capitalism, more and more distance between the haves and the have-nots, and us pretending like we can't do shit about it. So yeah, at the end of the day, God damn, my dude. What are we gonna do? Just allow these fucks to continue fucking shit up and sit on our hands and knees hoping and praying to the Lord Jesus that one day something happens? Or are we going to actually get active, try to build a community, and actually try to make some shit happen? So, I don't know. Everything is fucking fucked. Both sides of the aisle have failed. So while we are approaching this next political, or should I say presidential election, our fucking choices are horrible. And no matter what happens, we all lose. The lesser evil doesn't exist. Evil is evil. Evil is evil. And I've never seen any situation where any kind of evil led to a good outcome. I've never seen evil lead to good things. Never seen it. Evil is evil. And if you claim to be a good person, do the good thing. Hit that like button. Hit that notification bell. Turn on the motherfucking, oh yeah, subscribe. Subscribe first, then turn on the notification bell. Yeah, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Right? We'll be heading to the Discord so we can discuss these things in further detail together in a more intimate setting, in a more casual setting. In the Discord, the link can be found on our page. At the end of the day, it's terrible the state that we found ourselves in here in America. And so many people far and wide don't know what the hell they're talking about. They purport nonsense. They fucking disseminate propaganda. They do everything possible to shield us from being able to do anything. And I'm here to say, bullocks, 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 bullocks. We got to figure out the solution. We have the solution. It's super easy. It's us. We're the solution. Working interdependently with synergy to put our heads together, pause, and figure out how we solve these things. And we can do it because we know what to do. We know how we can make people, or should I say, we know how we can influence people to contribute to the solution, right? Phone banking, canvassing, lobbying, being active in politics beyond just election day. By actually getting together and deciding what the fuck we're gonna do. All right? So, thank y'all for coming through. We'll be heading into the Discord. I'm going to take a 10 to 15 minute break. And then I'm still waiting to hear back from one of my supposed clients that I may be recording with later if he's still on. So, other than that, enjoy the rest of your day. We'll be back tomorrow at around 2 p.m.-ish. Sorry for starting late today. Had issues with this. We were having technical issues. Kept crashing and crashing and crashing and crashing. And plus, I was getting things ready to talk about what we talked about. So, thank y'all for coming through. This has been another example of the No Cap Zone, where we have a strict dress code. Knock it off with that cap and shit. The only cap allowed around these parts, you think it cap. All right, holla back at your boy. Peace, 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 peace.